Perfect Blue, an anime I saw when I was 13. Don't ask me how I got a copy of it, as this is not an anime at 13 should be watching. I remember not liking it that much, probably due to its adult themes depicted, not being able to fully comprehend what was happening on screen, combined with the confusing mind-warping storyline. Well, I'm glad I finally got to revisit this film on a big screen, as this time I was able to find some enjoyment out of it, despite its heavy subject matter. Perfect Blue takes reality and amalgamates with illusion, placing viewers on a head trip that may cause them to be disoriented, traumatized, and horrified, and in some aspect, it did that to me. This anime is not for kids. This is no Miyazaki. If you decided to watch this with your kid, just be ready for a decade of therapy. I'm not sure why this film didn't scar me on my first watch. Actually, I think I am a bit up. Let me take that back. Directed by Satoshi who is also a well-known manga artist. His works are known for being trippy and mind-bending, blending fantasy and reality. It turns out many filmmakers have been influenced by his work over the years. Have you seen Black Swan? Inception? Come on, you've at least seen Inception. Even my grandma's seen it. Some of your favorite films or filmmakers probably borrowed ideas or had scenes that were influenced by his work. Even one of my favorite films of all time, Requiem for a Dream, had a scene-for-scene replication of Perfect Blue. To say that Perfect Blue has left an impact on cinema is an understatement. Let's briefly talk about the synopsis. The film follows Mima, a pop idol, who's hoping to retire her image and move on to acting, only to find herself stalked by a deranged fan and haunted by a doppelganger. The film is bizarre and bonkers, and it is not one you're forgetting anytime soon, even if you want to. Get ready for twist after twist after twist. Every time you think you've solved the puzzle, more is added to the enigma, making it more confusing and unhinged. Perfect Blue feels like Dario Argento decided to make an animation but opted out of its color palette and instead decided to use something more sparse, mixing with a little Hitchcock. And there you have it, a brooding horror combined with murder and mystery that slowly chokes you alive. What I love about Perfect Blue is that it takes its viewers and places them in Mima's shoes and shows us the harsh reality of being an idol. The film can be seen criticizing the Japanese idol culture and how it drives fans towards a stage of obsession. It's not always sunshine and glory, and all this can be seen in the opening shot when Mima and her musical trio Cham performs in front of a stadium filled with only male audience, while a disturbed fan displays his obsession for Mima, instantly delivering the unnerving tone and placing you in her shoes and what she has to go through daily. Perfect Blue portrays that on screen and mirrors it back to its audience. Although it is more directly aimed at the Japanese culture, it is still something relevant around the globe, reminding people of the horrific reality that occurs to idols. It was able to transcribe that on screen, and it made me feel uneasy and unsettled as I was sucked deeper into the film. Unfortunately, this can still be seen today as we idolize our favorite celebrities like gods, to the point of obsession. I also enjoy the aspect when Mima begins having a mental battle with herself and starts losing touch with reality. Or is she? You watch as she begins questioning the life around her. Is being an actress really what she wants? Is she staying true to herself? Upon becoming an actress, will the entertainment industry continue to exploit and manipulate her? As Mima begins to ponder on these questions, the film spirals down into darker territories, until reality as she knows amalgamates with illusion, and viewers are swallowed into a world of insanity where nothing seems right, where crazy is the new normal. The animation also felt more realistic and grounded compared to other animes. It felt very grayscaled and grim. The use of dreary dark color palette pulls you deeper into the madness as if Mima's life is slowly being sucked dry. I also noticed a very interesting scene. There was a scene when Mima arrived for her first audition. In the background, posters of real model were used. That was the only moment where animation was integrated with real images. It is as if they're trying to show that Mima is still treated like a product, even though she has ventured into acting. She can't seem to retire her image. She's only being rebranded as another product. I thought that was an interesting choice to incorporate real-life images with animation. Although I enjoyed the anime throughout, I found Perfect Blue to rely too much on its confusion to engage its audience. It's as if they try to confuse its audience just because they can. I kinda wish they had a more slightly structured storyline instead of having to solely use its weirdness to captivate its audience. Well, the confusion definitely kept me engaged, I'll tell you that. There was also a specific prolonged scene in the film that was portrayed extremely graphically and violently, which I did not see the need for. I'm not going to say what it was because I do not want YouTube restricting. I think you can probably guess what it is. That scene lasted at least 3 minutes. Was it really necessary? I really didn't see the point of it, and the prolonged segment really didn't add much to the overall message. It really didn't need to be that long. At the end of the day, I'm glad I got to revisit on a big screen and was able to find some enjoyment out of it and let the brooding horror sink in, other than that overlong scene and its excessive confusion. However, this film is not going to be for everyone. It is not a horror film exactly, but it is one that will make you quite uncomfortable upon the credits rolling. But if you decided to watch this, get ready to see twists on top of twists, get confused, more confused, shocked, disgusted, horrified, and also maybe traumatized. I think my friend is traumatized, so I'm gonna have to give her a call to check on her to make sure she's okay. But before I leave, one last thing. If you're looking to see more films around the world, join me on my journey and subscribe for your next travel ticket.